everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags have battled back and made it to 500, and now they'll try to move past that mark today. It's the Titans going up against the Jaguars. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. What a spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Their big tight end. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. 50-50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They're moving all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Return team.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Holding offense.
That's how we do it, right? What's that in?
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And his throw here's incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Fresh set of downs here.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Holding offense.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
That is right. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Find it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Green 39. All right, now look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 14 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. They come out here in the eye. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down. But I think they wanted a big tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
And it is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this
time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
False start, offense.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation.
Let's go!
Back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that's top, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So we reach and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw here. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's got time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now the Titans getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll get this one down near. Line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their big tight end. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they got it here. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Green 39! Green 39!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll drop, and this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
After review of the play,
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll run it here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Let him know. Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut.